final project. My name is Carlos and today we are going to talk about endangered language in Colombia. So today we had a very special guest. Go ahead with the special guest.
Colombia has many languages. Some of them are Castilian language. It came in the 16th century from Europe, especially from Spanish people. This language is derived from Latin and it is spoken for almost all the national population. This language has some variations that depend from the place. For example, Rolo, Costeño, Pastuso, Paisa, etc. 75 indigenous Americans. This language that are of big and diverse origin. These are spoken for about 400 people in the 32 states from Colombia. Two Creole languages. These two are spoken by population from African origin. The Palenque Creole from San Basilio near to Cartagena is spoken by 3,000 people. And the Creole from San Andres Islands is spoken by 30,000 people. These two languages were created by the slaves in the colonization period with the objective to communicate with each other. The Palenque Creole was born in the middle of the Spanish language, and the majority of words has a Castilian origin. The grammar of this language is original and doesn't lead to be considered like a simple variation of the Castilian.
I'm going to talk about the historical facts of the Palenquero Creole. The Palenquero is a Creole language that is spoken in San Basilio from Palenque. It is located in Bolívar, a state close to Cartagena, in Colombia. People who live in San Basilio are the descendants of the Maroons that were fought out of slavery, and when Bencos Bajayo was the leader, it was at the end of the 16th century and at the beginning of the 17th century. Thanks to the moment when the Africans were kidnapped and they were in the boats of the trafficker, this language has a big substrate of the Old Portuguese and also has a base in the Castilian, thanks to the long permanency of their descendants in the region where the predominance was Spanish.
Thanks to a worldwide tight boxing got by Pambelé in 1974, the government installed electricity service in the population, and in 1978 they got the water service that currently works rarely. The boxing coliseum was another of the structures that were made thanks to a global champion in San Basilio. San Basilio de Palenque is considered the first free village from America. The isolation has led to them keep the majority of their African cultural customs in Colombia, such as music, medical practices, social organization, and cultural rights. Due to their unique historical cultural formation and speech characteristics, the Palenque has been declared by the UNESCO like a cultural immaterial heritage of the humanity.
The Palenque group has a lot of African traditions. For example, the Lumbalum. That is a funeral ceremony in what community is accompanied by the drums, and then everybody starts a 9-dance ritual to commemorate to the deceased. The social organization is based on groups that are named Macuagro, which indicates a system of rights and duties where everybody is aware of the needs of each other. They work and organize the particular events to benefit to everybody. The polygamy is accepted by the men, and it's possible the existence of sons of children outside of home. All the children are equal in rights and duties with the entire family network. The women are pretty important in the Palenquero home because they give the economic livelihood thanks to the candies that they prepare. For example, the coconut candies, the peanut balls, the enjucados, and the cerros.
According to the tradition and customs, the music plays an important role in this culture because it accompanies the majority of rites and celebration, especially the Lumbalo. The Palenque music is happy and they express dance. the entropao, parrito, or paseo. Also, they dance in pairs and they dance the mapalé. This dance celebrates the freedom. The puyala, the son palenquero, and the champeta.
Palenquero language have some signals and modalities that are placed before the verb, which remains unchanged. The articles, pronouns, and adjectives are neutral. The Creole Palenquero have some factors of the language of the Bantu family and also the language that is spoken in San Basilio of Palenque is a mix between Spanish, African, Bantu, and Portuguese.